Wow. Woo-wee. Can you believe how much that's going?
There's like, oh, the rain is going up and down again. Oh my gosh. Okay. Whoa. First name's Miko. I'm a chiropractor assistant. I also have a second job too.
Yeah, what do you do with that?
I work at a front desk at a resort.
Gotcha.
Where I'm from California. Can't say where, but
exactly. And she's trying to respect her doc, but we want to show you the difference between the Thayer method and upper cervical.
Well, I'm here because
what's the number one symptom? This is the interesting one for them.
The visual vertigo. I mean, the ringing in the ears, is a hella annoying, and so is the dizziness and unbalances a little bit. The visual vertigo, it looks like things are kind of like moving a little bit still.
She got a second job at this resort for why?
So that I can pay for treatment.
And she gets free treatment from her doctor.
Yeah, that's how serious it is. I was laying in bed, I was having a tantrum, I was having a bad day, and my dumbass decided to hit my head against the wall, and then literally 10 seconds later I got tinnitus, and then I just started noticing after a month, I'm starting to feel like I'm on a boat. And then I start getting visual vertigo, and it's all because of that instance. So it's crazy, honestly. I had no idea that could happen.
She's had ear infections when she was a baby. She was a colicky baby, and so I told her I think this goes way back. So nausea all the time?
Yeah.
Drunk person gait. I love that. What is that? You walk like you're drunk?
I feel drunk. I try not to walk like I'm drunk, but I feel
exactly.
drunk.
Now, she's spent a lot of money on medical quacks. You guys are out there.
I went to a neurotologist. She happens to be like the top neurotologist in Newport. I paid $2,000 for that.
No, $2,100.
You have endolymphatic hydrops. I'm like, what is that? She's like, it just means you're unbalanced. And I'm like, okay, but what's the cause of it? All of a sudden want to give me anxiety, depression pills, and diuretics. I'm like, no, this is not the answer. There's no way. So I was like, deuces. You know what? I went on Facebook groups and I talked to probably 40, 50 people that had similar symptoms to me. So that went from Lyme disease groups to vestibular migraines to vestibular neuritis groups. And there was just a few people that mentioned upper cervical. And I'm like, okay, well, at this point, I'm at my wit's end. I might as well try it because I can't deal with this anymore. So the chart looks like it's moving. It's almost like a dreamlike wave. It's doing this.
Okay.
It's very subtle.
Okay, we can see our right occipital tilt here. The head's tilted to the right, and 15-degree scoliosis. Here we have 7-degree lumbar curve and constipation. Here is a pretty significant neck reversal at C3, really easy to see. And last one, sway back and constipation.
My vision has gotten better. It's still moving in the background, but it's not as much as before.
Gotcha.
As far as the ring, tinnitus is still there.
Any change with that at all?
No.
Gotcha. The vertigo?
No, it's when you say vertigo, we're not talking about spinning.
Balance. Sorry, I call it vertigo.
Better, but still there.
Gotcha.
I still feel like I'm being pulled, and I still feel like I'm not completely still, but it's manageable. It's way manageable.
So how much more, let's say percentage-wise, 50% better, 10% better, 80% better?
Compared to,
before I started treating you at all.
Okay, I'd say before I was maybe a good 70%, and with him after that, definitely over 85%.
Gotcha.
Sure.
Good, perfect. So daily nausea, you had the nausea too. How's that been?
Oh, no nausea.
No nausea, you had that on you before?
I did.
And the neck pain on the right, breathing?
Breathing still sometimes, but no, not as bad as before.
Good, so a lot of improvement.
Yeah.
And why are you back? Tell them why you're back.
I want to get to a place of 100%.
Of course.
And I know privately we talked about, need more treatments. We need to try different methods. And I was initially fearful of that. And also, I'm in the middle of school. I have 2 jobs, so trying to work that into a busy schedule is hard. But I know long term that this is what I feel like I need. Gotcha. So that's why I'm back. I mean, I've gotten a lot of improvement.
So I'm glad she's back. We're going to do occiput adjustments on her. And I was very fearful of doing it at the beginning because her symptoms and how she reacts to my treatment was a little bit hesitant to do it in the middle of our second week. So she's back. I encourage her to come back, and I'm glad she is because we're going to go and you get to see how this works. The occiput is just above the atlas. Again, we're going to adjust your cranium on top of your spinal cord, on top of your spinal column. And so it's a little different adjustment. What I'm doing is I'm going to do a scooping motion to scoop your cranium again on top of the atlas. And so the contact point is right here off the mastoid process, right there. And it's a little bit more tricky because it's a little more painful because I have to put so much pressure on it.
Yeah.
You feel that?
Yeah.
Gotcha. And so we're going to come right in here. And we got to let me have control of your jaw here. Good. Good. How was that? Not as bad as you thought?
It's not as bad as I thought.
Good. This one's tight.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you can feel it.
I can
really
feel that.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I'm trying to.
No, it's not about you. It's actually physically tight. The actual joint doesn't want to move. So I'm gonna adjust it, but I'm just saying it's restrictive. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not fighting. You're doing good.
Okay.
I'm just saying I can feel it in there. Yeah, right there. See, no, getting this. No one going to the slot. I have to work around it a little bit here.
Oh.
Good. Woo-wee.
Woo.
It's a little different than the right side, huh?
Yeah, and I'm feeling it all like throughout, like the back.
Yeah, right?
Oh.
Last day of the third week. Okay, and why don't you tell them what's happened this last week?
Oh my gosh, it's called the Occiput Adjustment. Okay, so I've been having like this head pressure on my right side since like a year. I was with him before, he had other adjustments, but this head pressure still kind of never went away. So this time when we went through the Occiput Adjustment, the first time, I was like, what is that? Because it wasn't there anymore. And then also, I was still experiencing some form of internal dizziness. It's really hard to explain, but it just felt like things were spinning inside. That has dramatically decreased to where I like barely notice it. Still there, but like I barely notice it now. Like I can really almost feel like I'm 100% normal.
So tell them why it took me 3 weeks to figure it out, though.
Oh, you were going through, he was literally testing everything. So we went through like my TMJ, and then we went through like my neck, then my atlas, then my occiput, and then we basically had to go through like the details of how I was feeling with all of them. So I noticed when he like adjusted my TMJ, then did my occiput, then my atlas, like my ears started getting louder, the ringing went louder, and then I just felt some relief in between, and then my dizziness would go up and down. So that's, I guess, what kind of like gave us the answer, I guess, to what was going on. We're still trying to figure it out, but at least we know now like what it might involve now.
She was, we spent a lot of time on our TMJ because she goes, I don't have a TMJ problem. She didn't really think of it as big deal. But yesterday we spent a lot of time on this trying to figure out where her problem was coming from exactly. So we started work on the TMJ, and I just did some just baby trial in there, and you'll see it in a few minutes. I'll do the work on her, and I just touched her jaw, and she's like, ah! I was like, whoa, she's kind of hot on that TMJ. And I go, do you eat on one side of the mouth? She goes, yeah. And so I was like, well, yeah. She goes, I don't have any pain. This side is eating one side of the jaw more than the other side. And so we know that as a pain thing, but she doesn't realize that. But again, the reason people do that is because you have one, either the jaw or the teeth or something on that side is causing you to want to do the other side more, which creates a problem because of the imbalance. So fast forward, we worked on her jaw, we adjusted her TMJ, we did the work on it, and all of a sudden her dizziness and everything changed immediately. And so I knew we were on the right path, and we've done that twice so far. And she had a moment too, it was like a realization moment of going, wow, could be it. Now I could be at the end of my final road of getting better. And so it's been a long road, and I'm glad I have been part of her journey. Still got some work to do, but I mean, we made a huge breakthrough this week. Yeah,
I did a really ugly cry yesterday, so I'm glad I wasn't caught on camera. So yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty ugly.
Yeah.
So anything else you want to share?
No. Just other than I'm really thankful.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
So this has been a lot of fun for me because she's been very difficult.
Yeah.
Very difficult patient, and but we actually I think come full circle, and we like each other now.
He's okay, yeah.
And she's okay. As she says, you're really difficult to get along with. You know, you may know your stuff, but you're difficult. And so I get it, and I go, you're difficult as a patient. So we have mutual respect, mutual assured destruction here. So we're not going to kill each other anymore, but we actually help each other. So let's get her adjusted. I'm going to show you the adjustment we've done. That's really been a game changer. So anything else?
Nope.
Good. So don't clinch. Working right on the masseter muscle right below the TMJ, and she thinks this is worse than death here. And the first time I did this, she wanted to, I don't know if she wanted to hit me, but she was wiggling pretty hardcore. She's sucking it up right now, she said this morning. Good. One more breath. A little deeper on the machine. Good girl. There we go. How much do you love that? Tell us.
I hate it.
Okay. And you guys may think I'm pushing really hard. She thinks I'm going to break her jaw, she says.
Yep. That shit hurts.
Yeah. And her sinuses are a problem for sure.
Oh.
Good. Woo-wee.
Ugh. I hate that. Oh my god.
Now you can see your adjuster here. Okay. We got it this morning really good, so we'll see if it goes again right now. And she says, relax your jaw, please. Breathe in. Breathe out. Wow. Woo-wee. Can you believe how much that's going?
There's like, oh, the rain is going up and down again. Oh my gosh. Okay. Whoa.
Whoa, right? Open your mouth, please. Okay, breathe in again. Oh, nose, nose, nose. There we go again. She didn't know she had a TMJ problem. Wow. I can definitely feel some tension in that thing. We haven't done it enough.
Mm-hmm. Since starting the Occiput adjustments, oh, and the head pressure, of course, the right side. So the right side pressure is gone. My vision now, like, it's not moving as much. Like, it's barely. It's still not still, but it's way better. The internal dizziness, the spinning inside, that's like drastically, I can barely notice it now.
And her jaw now.
And my jaw. I didn't even I didn't even realize how much like it hurt until he actually like touched it. I was like, wow. So
Say goodbye, Alice.
Bye.